Gemini, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late December 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Gemini collective. It's the most wonderful time of year, my friends. You get to have your cards read by Kyle Claus. Hope you're all having a beautiful day. Let's get it going here for my lovely Geminis. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. And we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Gemini, please. As we finish off 2023, let's get it going here. All right, cool. All right, so the Magician energy shows up, and I've been seeing him. He almost got two cards this week, actually, but this Magician tumbled out, and this is a very powerful energy, and it's similar to the Magician in the Tarot deck as well. There's a little difference. There's a little subtlety to this card. Before we fully get into it, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this Magician. So we see him there, he's doing those magic tricks, and this card is all about creation and manifestation first and foremost. So I do love this card right here in the front. And with the energy I've been seeing for Gemini in recent weeks, I would say this bodes very well for a lot of you. If there is something you're wanting, if there is some result you're wanting, your powers of manifesting could be heightened in this time. It's not just about visualizing. Yes, you have to meet the universe halfway, but this is a powerful card that does say those powers are in your favor in this time to really get the results that you want. The difference with this card, though, that makes him different from the Magician in the Tarot deck, this card can represent illusion or the unseen when we have it. Notice he's doing magic tricks, so it's like, hey, look at this hand, while the other one's doing something else. So in this time, there might be certain things that you don't quite see just yet, or there's certain things that are just out of your view. There's a little mystery involved with this. Watch out for illusion. And I know air signs like you are very intelligent individuals. It's difficult to pull one over on a Gemini, right? They see like 10 steps ahead, but it's just an energy that's showing up here. So let's get into tarot. We'll see if it shows up in the cards this week. And I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Let's get you 3 cards in the upright, then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness. So let's shuffle it up one time. Let's see what we have for Gemini here. And while we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading. Like I said, last couple of weeks there's been a favorable energy moving towards Gemini, and last week's reading was titled A Surprising Win. So hopefully one did come in for you. I always say wins come in all different shapes and sizes, whether it's monetary, whether it's relationships. It could be all sorts of different types of wins. And that energy could still bleed over into the coming days and weeks, regardless of what cards show up today. So that was nice to see. But yes, as I always say, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this reading how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. Let's get you 3 cards though. See what's happening for my Geminis here as we finish off 2023. Please, what's up with Gemini late December? Okay, 5 of Wands. So that doesn't surprise me. I've been seeing a lot of fire around your readings in recent weeks. I'm gonna get that put right there. Let's get a couple more out. Now that card can be a little concerning, but let's get a couple more. All right, thank you. A lot of effort. Okay, there's a lot of effort and there's a lot of energy being expended here, Gemini. Whether that's good, bad, or indifferent, we'll see as we move through. But we have the 8 of Pentacles. Let's get you one more. Lots of energy moving around. One's a little more frantic, one's a little more grounded. Thank you. All right, yeah, the gift-giving energy is here as well. And that's one thing I've been loving with filming this week, is that every single sign, regardless of how good or neutral or tough the readings are, there's always like a holiday-esque type of energy. And we'll get to it. And yeah, let's just go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, I need to mention I've been seeing it with the fire signs as well. Lots of earth showing up here. Now that could be a very good prosperous type of energy. Remember, earth energy, it speaks of things like money, work, family, the home. So we expect to see a lot of earthy energy in the holiday season. Makes sense. And I've been seeing the same thing in the main parts of the spreads: 2 earth, 1 fire. So hopefully there's not something that's making you feel a little trapped, because that's the one downside of earth energy, is it doesn't move too quick, or it's tough to change it. But let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out, because I'm seeing good possibilities here, Gemini. Let's go start here at 5 of Wands. So the 5 of Wands, you don't have to be an expert in tarot, and I always say it when this card shows up. You see the 5 people, they're really going at it, right? They're beating the crap out of each other with sticks. So, of course, this card could represent conflict, okay? So whether it's internal conflict, inner mental or emotional conflict, outward conflict, this card can be a warning sometimes. Like, there might be some choppy waters, there might be certain individuals you're not seeing eye to eye with, or you might be going through some sort of battle, fight, or struggle when this card is here. But a good thing about the 5 of Wands is that it's extremely determined, okay? It doesn't matter how many trials, tribulations, problems, situations are here. That's an energy that's going to keep pushing and keep moving through it. So, of course, yes, we could see problems and situations arising with this card, but it's not permanent. This is an energy that will move forward rather quickly, so I like it. And remember what I always say about fire energy, it could be unpredictable. A good thing about the 5 of Wands as well is it can be someone that's very playful, right? Like, that's roughhousing, it's like wrestling type of energy. So we'll see when we clarify it. Moving to the center, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Very, very diligent. And that's why I said these first 2 cards, even with the 6 on the back end, they're expending energy. They're pushing energy out, right? There's a lot of energy moving here. So we'll really want to dig deeper in them. Now, the 8 of Pentacles, you see this person there, they're chiseling away at that pentacle. So, of course, this could represent work situations. It could represent money situations. And generally, when I see this card, it's somebody that is dedicated, that wants to give their energy to something or someone. It's like, okay, well, I'm committed to this. I'm going to keep working at this. It's artisanal. It's creative. This is a beautiful type of energy. One thing I do say about the 8 of Pentacles, if you're not going through money or work things in this time, is that sometimes it could be someone that gets so focused on their tasks and on their mission that they don't pay attention to things around them. This could be an energy of someone that works a lot, like workaholic type of energy. So we'll see what's up. But once again, this is energy moving. This isn't stagnated type of energy that we're picking up so far this week, which is a good thing. But once again, we don't always have to overcomplicate it. The 8 of Pentacles could just represent work or money, right? It could be very, very simple. Now, moving to the back end, we have the 6 of Pentacles. This is the holiday card for you, my friends. Now, a lot of readers see this and they're like, yeah, equal give and take, which can be true. There is a scale here, so we can talk about equality and balance. This is a very nice card. But when I see it, I think of charitable energies. So you might be feeling extra giving. You might be feeling extra charitable. You might want to share with people around you. Like, see what I mean? It's very festive in that way. I often see this card show up during people's birthday season. So like, this is a gift giving type of energy as well. So we could be receiving gifts or giving them, which once again completely makes sense. Or there could be something around gifting when this card shows up. Now, in its challenge, it could represent somebody that gives a little too much. That's one thing I will say about the 6 of Pentacles. So you want to make sure that you're being fair and balanced in this time. Yes, there could be karmic archetypes here as well, but you see what I mean? All of these energies are pushing energy outwards. So I'm liking how it's feeling so far. So I want to dive deeper in all of it, Gemini. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my friends, please. Guides and spirit team. And yes, Gemini, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 5 of Wands here. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Gemini, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, 5 of Wands time. Let's see what's happening here. Like I said, this could be like problematic, but at the same time, it could be good because it's like a spark plug starting this energy off. So let's see why that 5 of Wands is in the mix for you. Hopefully it's nothing too problematic. Thank you. Queen of Swords, yeah. Fire-air combination. This is a spark plug type of energy, and I am getting that explosive vibe here. Very stern and very serious. Okay. This person is very, very serious in their ways. Queen of Swords, that's one of your energies, okay? not gender specific, but this is straightforward, to the point, honest, no nonsense, no BS, no games. And when I see it underneath this Five of Wands, like, even though it is a happy festive time of year, you might be in the mode and mindset where it's like, listen, I'm not dealing with any extra crap. I'm not dealing with this person's drama. I'm not dealing with that person's drama. I don't want to hear it. I want to focus on this, this, and this. Like, I don't care. It's giving me that type of vibe. Queen of Swords is good energy, but once again, now we have the fire-air mixture starting us off, and it is explosive, even though we have this energy that's kind of grounding us down on the back end. We'll really need to see how the rest of this goes along. But for some of you, you might be in the midst of an explosive problem or an explosive situation as well, right? Like, because I mean, things happen all times of the year, right? It's not like the holiday season excludes us. So for some of you, yeah, there might be a situation that's a little out of hand. And I'm not saying it's going to arise, but I feel like you have no patience for other people's drama in this time. Like, that's the big thing I'm picking up here. So we're going to keep moving. Once again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. It is what it is. We'll talk about it more during the recap. Let's move in on that Eight of Pentacles. Like, it's giving me the vibe, like, listen, I have enough to worry about on my own. I don't need to worry about your stuff, this stuff. Like, yeah, that sucks. That sucks. But I don't have the energy for it. Like, it's giving me that vibe. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Why is that Eight of Pentacles here? Once again, that might just be someone you're connected to as well, right? Somebody might get grumpy. Like, this is Scrooge type of energy. Someone that might get grumpy around the holidays. Let's see why that Eight of Pentacles is here. Thank you. Okay. This is someone trying to distract themselves, and this could be a warning for sure. We have the Ten of Swords in the upright underneath this Eight of Pentacles. I would say for a lot of you, yeah, especially in regards to this situation, there is somebody that could be trying to fix something. Also, please, big warning in regards to work. Like, there could be someone you're linked to that may have had job loss of some kind or having big issues in regards to work when we have the Ten of Swords here. Remember, this is a card of endings, okay? And when I see it underneath a card like the Eight of Pentacles, it's like, all right, well, I was given all the energy. I was doing all the right things. Boom, this Ten of Swords happens. It's like, yeah, well, sometimes we can give as much as we can, and the result's not going to be the best. So once again, I do see some possible issues in regards to work, job loss, or endings in general, where it's like, okay, well, I gave too much for it to end this way, okay? I don't want to go too deep into the depths here, especially with what I'm picking up, but with this situation going on in the front here, you might be putting something to an end. That could absolutely be it. And I've been seeing that around you in recent weeks as well. Like, I've been seeing, like, all right, well, I'm putting a stop to this, I'm putting an ending to that. There might be something that's like, all right, well, you know what? That's done. Let's keep moving. I feel like I explained that. It is what it is, right? But let's see why that Six of Pentacles is here. Let's see what this gift giving is about, because this is becoming a lot more harsher than I originally anticipated. Let's go in on that Six of Pentacles. There is the energy of endings or putting things to a halt. Right? Especially if you feel like there's something that got too out of hand, or somebody is too out of hand or too out of control. Like, beyond fixing type of energy in the center. Let's keep moving. So why is that Six of Pentacles in the mix? I mean, that center could also be somebody that's just trying to, like, keep themselves distracted as well. Okay. All right, so this could be some good news coming in on the back end of all this. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles in the upright underneath the Six of Pentacles. That's good. So it's like, yeah, we have all this stuff, this possible problem or situation and ending happening, but this Page of Pentacles in the upright earth sign energy starting to show up here is a harbinger of new. So new opportunities, new work, new tasks, but also communication. So if there is somebody that you've been wanting to have a talk to or chat with, that energy could come up, and this could be some really good news coming in. Now, I'm not going to say this is something that's going to fix everything, okay? Maybe this is a gift of some sort as well. It's not going to fix everything, but this energy on the back end, this good news possibly can take the edge off. So it's like a silver lining. So with all the stuff we had happening up here, this Page of Pentacles under the Six of Pentacles, it's like a compassionate type of energy and a silver lining. Well, you know what? That sucks. this situation is rough, but you know what? At least I have this. It's like giving me that type of vibe. Only take it if it hits, Gemini. But I feel like this back end brings a little relief to the energy I was picking up in the front. That's just the main vibe I'm picking up. So whether it is a conversation, whether it is news, whatever it might be, or new opportunities for you, that's possible here. But there's just a lot happening. There's a lot happening. Let's go through and do a quick little recap, then we'll get into the shadow card for you. Because I was feeling very optimistic with what we had up top here. Like, it did feel good. But position number one, we have the Five of Wands with the Queen of Swords in the upright. I did say there could be some sort of like fire-air combo, explosive situation or problem happening where you might just be in mode where it's like, I don't want to deal with that. Like, I don't want to deal with your drama, your BS, this or that. Like, just you do that over there. And I'm kind of picking that up as we move along, because you could be putting things to an end, right? If you think things go too far, if they get pushed too far, you could be shutting things down. Moving to the center, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords. This, I'd say out of the whole reading, this was giving me the most. Big warning that there could be someone affected by job loss or pain in regards to work when we have this here in the center. Another thing I was picking up is like someone feeling like they did all the right things, or they put so much energy into something for it to just end in some sort of way, or somebody trying to fix something that can't be fixed. So take from that what you will. There is the energy of endings. On the back end, we have the Six of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles in the upright, which is a silver lining to all this stuff that was happening up here. Because this to me does feel like some good news coming in, or a softening of the energy. Could be a gift coming your way, or even a communication. But it's like, all right, that softens the blow of what's happening here. So it's like all is not lost type of energy. So yeah, please take a screenshot of that, Gemini. Let's get you a shadow card here. Remember, only take that if it hits. Remember, that could be somebody else as well. But let's see what's happening in the shadows, please. Guides and Spirit Team for Gemini. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. It doesn't always have to be a challenge. So let's see what's in the shadows for you, my friends. And yeah, oh yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments below. Several different tiers to choose from, and it's a beautiful way to support the channel. Obviously, no pressure. So let's get you one shadow card here. What is in the shadows for Gemini, please? Thank you. Nice and quick. All right, Queen of Cups, emotions, feelings, makes sense. Now, for a portion of you, you might be connected to a water sign when this shows up. We did see a lot of the different elements in this spread. But the Queen of Cups, as with all queens, represents the inner realm, especially the emotions. So there is something Spirit is pointing your attention to in regards to emotions, possibly love as well, when this Queen of Cups shows up. It's a nurturing, loving, caring type of energy. It could represent mother figures in your life. So when I see this, maybe it is you. Maybe you need some love and care, right? Or maybe someone around you needs some tender love and care when this card shows up. But it is Spirit asking you to really pay attention to your emotions and not to bottle them up too much, because that's a challenge with this Queen of Cups. She can suppress and she can bottle things up. So finding some sort of vent is something that Spirit is suggesting here, especially if you're going through a tough one. So yeah, we're just going to leave it at that, Gemini. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the November subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for December, I'll be giving away 3 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. It's one of my favorite new decks out there, and it's really enjoyable to work with. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what do you think tarot is best used for? Is it for looking at love situations, the past, the future, energy checks? Whatever it is, you drop your answer down in the comments below. And as always, the winners will be announced at random at the end of December. My friends, as always, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.